What is up, boys and girls? This is the Clash of the Cousins podcast with yours truly, Abhishank, and we have a very special guest with us today. Uh, it's another cousin. His name is Yash. He's actually Kashika's brother, all the way from Delhi, India, and I hope you guys sincerely enjoy it. Okay, so how are you today? What's going on? We
I'm doing
haven't
very nice,
spoke
thank you. How
we
are you?
haven't we haven't spoken in what has it been a year or so?
Yeah, I think it has been quite a while since we last spoke.
I think the last time we spoke, you just I think it was a month out of your previous relationship, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes.
So
That was pretty bad times.
was that that wasn't a year ago. That was 6 months ago or so, right?
That was 10 months ago.
Oh, 10 months ago. Oh wow, we haven't spoken in 9 months. So I should make an effort to keep in touch with you more often. I know, but you must be super busy. I know you're.
It's fine really because I've also been pretty messed up the past few months or so.
Why? What happened?
Matlab, it's just about getting out from a 3 year relationship, and you have to cope up with not having a person that has supported you for so much time. So
Yeah.
it's just that.
Okay, so that's been weighing on you for the past 10 months, or did it
Yeah,
get
it
better
did weigh
after
on
6 months?
me. In the
Yeah,
beginning, it was massive, but now it's pretty much negligent now.
that's really really good. Do you still go through ups and downs, or not really?
I mean, yeah, because you have to manage college also, and then you think about your experience from your past relationship. So it takes a toll on you, but uh,
Yeah.
it is only momentarily.
Okay, so it goes by quickly, whereas before it'd be like you dwell on it for the whole night, kind of
Yeah,
thing. Now it's a few minutes.
sometimes.
Yeah. Is she in the same university as you, or no?
No, she was in the same school as me, but
Yeah.
no, not in uni.
Okay, so you're completely separated, and so that's a really good thing. Has your family been super supportive over the past 9 months?
Yeah, family's always been very supportive. There is no problem in that aspect.
Yeah, that's really really good. Um, how's college life going? So you're in second year now.
Yes, I am in second year, first semester.
How's that going? Is it
It's
very
been pretty
stressful?
good. Matlab,
Yeah.
I mean, college is a whole different ball game. So
Yeah.
you have to adapt to in which college you are in. So uh, it is a process, but it is not that difficult.
You're going to class every single day.
Yeah, pretty much. Matlab, there are my college is on six days a week, so I try to go 4 or 5
6 days a
5 days a
week.
week.
Six
Yes,
days a week. So it's Saturday as well.
yes,
Is
Saturday as well.
that common in Indian colleges to have 6 days a week? Because that's
No,
insane.
in Indian colleges, 5 days is pretty common, and
Yeah.
some private colleges do it six days a week.
But aren't you going to the University of Delhi?
No, I'm not
No.
in the University of Delhi. I'm in a private university.
Okay, I see. And why'd you choose that? Is it like better quality of education?
No, it's just that getting into DU is a bit difficult,
Okay.
and you have to like prepare really well to get into DU, or you have to
Yeah.
have grades in your 12th class.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get the required grades to get into DU.
Oh, okay, I see. Is the private university like? Do you think you're missing out on anything, or it's the same level of teaching? It's just private.
Well, I think there are pros and cons to the DU and the private universities.
Hmm.
The private universities do have better faculties and better overall environments because
Yeah.
in the Delhi University, you
Yeah.
have people from all over India.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
the environment is not really up to the mark where well, you have to find people that suit you,
Whereas
right?
private universities, you are
Yeah, but
dealing with.
in private universities, you make friends better, and you find people easily that you like.
That's true. Do you have smaller class sizes as well? Like, is it 30, 40 people instead of hundreds of people?
No, I mean, in my class there are around 50 students,
Okay,
so it's not
nice.
really that much of a difference. But it's just that you have to maintain your attendance at 75% in DU, in private colleges, but in DU you can be lenient with it. You can go and not go. It's
Right.
entirely up to you.
Right. Yeah, I remember when I went to university, our class sizes were like usually 150, 200 people. So like
Yeah.
I would assume in private school it's obviously it's a lot less, so you get better teaching, right? Like the teachers I hope are better because you're paying more for it, right?
Yeah, yeah, the teachers are better,
Yeah.
I would say, because they give you personal attention, which I think is worth it.
Right.
If you go to a private university,
Right.
but in DU, it's not like that, because the DU teachers could not care less about you.
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Yeah, because they're
Yeah,
gonna
so
get students
that's
no matter what, and they're gonna get paid no matter what.
in my opinion, many people, though most of the people opt for DU, is because the Delhi University degree will always have more value than any private university's degree. So that's why people go to Delhi University more than the private colleges, which offer better education,
Right.
but not that value in their degrees.
Right. Is the long term intent to still go into your dad's business?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. I
Okay.
mean, because
So go ahead.
yes, yes.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Go on, go on, go on, go on.
So then it doesn't necessarily matter where your degree comes from that much, then, right?
No,
If,
I think it does, because you, even if you take up your dad's business, you still have to do something in it.
right.
You cannot just go and sit and expect to earn money, because that is not the thing that I want to do
Right.
personally.
Right.
I want to study the relevant things that will be required for my dad's business, and then I want to go into that business,
Right.
right?
But
So
no one's like you're not applying to. I guess what I'm trying to say is you're not applying to a job. They're looking at your resume and being like, "Oh, he went to this university instead of Delhi University." So no one's really doing that screening type of thing. Then it like for your dad's business, as long as you learn the relevant information and you become really good at it, you should be good. So the university
yeah,
name might matter a little less.
I think the university will matter, because
Yeah.
this is we are the world is changing day to day, and we can't
Right.
deny it. So
Right.
I
Absolutely.
think that the field that they are in, the financing business and the auto selling business, you have to change with time.
Oh, you think it's gonna become obsolete one day?
Yes, yes, yes.
Really?
I do think that, and
Wow.
the only way to change is to learn.
Right.
So if I learn new ways to approach a business, then I can bring that change, right? So that's what I want to study, and get the relevant information, not only about that field but other fields as well,
Right.
so that I have more knowledge about everything in general.
Right. Um, I don't know if this is too hard of a question, but where do you see the finance and auto business evolving to? What do you
What
how do you think it'll change? How do you think the finance and auto business will change? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I think I have thought about it actually. I think in the next 20 years, the auto business will be completely obsolete. Why I think that is because the rise of Uber, Ola, and these companies have already decreased the share of normal auto walas in the industry, right? So i- rather than catching an auto on your own, you just open your phone and book a cab,
Actually,
or
can I interrupt
something
you
like
for a
that.
quick second? Sorry, just to
Yeah,
just to give everyone a bit of background into for everyone on the podcast because we kind of jumped into it. So my mama, this is my cousin, my mama, both of my mamas own an auto rickshaw business in India where they finance a bunch of auto rickshaws. Is that a pretty accurate description on the
Yes, yes.
business? And it's been fairly lucrative over the past 20 years or so. It's been very, very lucrative, but now we're talking about the fact that it might become obsolete when Ola and Uber become way more affordable. But continue. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yes, and you have seen the surgence of electric vehicles
Yeah.
in the world. I have seen it in India too, but in the more developed countries like US and Canada markets, it is more, right?
Right. Right.
So I think in the next 5 to 10 years, the electric vehicle surge will also come to India, and I think that will be the make or break for the auto rickshaw market, because if we can successfully transition into electric auto rickshaws that are durable and can be used for long distances, then only I think the auto business will survive. So
Are
yeah,
there such thing as electric auto rickshaws in India right now?
what?
Do electric auto rickshaws exist in India right now?
Yeah, they do. They do.
And have you guys bought a lot of them in your business or
No,
not yet?
I have traveled in them a lot, but they are not durable. They
Yeah.
are not efficient, and they cannot and should not be used for long distances,
Okay. But
because
did your dad buy a bunch of auto rickshaws and then is he refinancing them or no? He hasn't bought any.
no.
No, nothing.
We just bought two or three, and but
Okay.
then we sort
Return
of
them?
held back, and we just focused on what we do best, and that is just selling petrol and diesel auto rickshaws.
Right. To just extend on that, so a lot of the conversations we have in the US with electric vehicles is autonomous vehicles, right? Like self-driving Teslas, self-driving
Yeah.
GMs, right? Those, and it's interesting the time we're in because over the past 5 to 10 years, we've been saying that electric vehicles or like self-driving vehicles are coming in 2 years, in 3 years, and like this is going to happen no matter what. And we were so sure about it that we dumped a lot of money. Like investors dumped billions of dollars into each of these companies. Um, and recently, do you know a company called Argo AI by any chance?
What?
Argo AI. Argo AI.
No,
No.
no.
Do you know a company called Ford? Ford
Food,
Motors.
yes.
Yeah, Ford. So Ford invested. They owned a self-driving division, and they invested, I think, $3.7 billion into a company called Argo AI. So they owned the company, and that was a
Okay.
self-driving company. So at that point, they became one of the major players in the self-driving space, where they were saying that all of our vehicles are going to be self-driving and they'll be perfect for Olas and Ubers so that you won't need a taxi driver. And they just shut down 2 days ago because they're like, the problem is too hard to solve. So in
Oh,
a period of a week, we went from giving these companies billions of dollars and like making a promise to one of the biggest companies completely shutting down. So it's like it's scary to think where we're thinking about self-driving all the way, and then the reality is the technology might not be there yet for the next 20 years. It might not be viable. But I completely agree with you that electric vehicles are the future. Maybe not self-driving electric vehicles, but definitely electric vehicles.
yes. I also agree that self-driving may not be the future, because you cannot predict what humans will do, right?
Absolutely. That's the biggest
Because
problem, yeah.
yeah, that is the biggest hurdle that self-driving vehicles will face and have faced,
Mhm.
because you
Absolutely.
cannot predict that if someone is drinking and driving, so he may take a turn that the self-driving car cannot predict,
Right.
and hence
Absolutely.
crashes will happen more and more, because I just don't think self-driving is the future, right? That's it.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, unpredictable human behavior is the biggest thing. And then also all these abnormalities we have. For example, if it rains a certain way, if there's certain weather conditions, or if there's dust, we can't account for everything in the ecosphere. And the reality of the matter is that in self driving, we have to make sure that there are absolutely zero accidents. If there's one
Okay.
accident, then the whole field gets destroyed basically. So we'll never
Yes.
reach that position, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's an interesting 10 to 15 to 20 years. Have you guys started buying cars yet? Like your dad and stuff for Ubers or Olas to rent out? Or no, nothing yet.
No, no,
No.
not yet, and I don't think we'll do it
Then
because
what will be the pivot? What if autos like uh, they become obsolete, so they have a very small market share? Then what will you invest in next?
uh, it's difficult to pinpoint one thing that
Yeah,
we will do because
yeah,
it depends really on the situation because if the field in itself is pretty strong by
yeah.
then also we can shift from auto rickshaws to cars, but if
Right.
the field in itself is weak, then then we will have to shift the field altogether, right? So really depends on the situation we are in and the situation the market is in.
Do you think you ever see a future where you might go fully into something like real estate? I know you guys have a huge real estate portfolio. So do you see that as a primary source of income instead of a secondary one?
Yeah, it could be, but
Yeah.
if you would have to ask me personally, I
Yeah.
wouldn't go into real estate full time
Yeah.
because personally for me it is not that creative of a business, right?
Right.
Uh, it is pretty. You need the brains to make it in real estate, but it is not that creative.
Yeah.
And I like to be creative with everything I do, right?
Right.
So personally, for me, no, but for my family, yeah, this could very well be a choice.
Right. I know the rental market in India is a little lower though. Like per month the rent is a little lower, so you would need maybe hundreds of
Yeah, yeah,
properties
right,
in
right.
order for everything to sustain. Do you want to move on to a lighter topic? So I know you're big into gaming. Did you buy Modern Warfare?
No, no,
Yeah.
I actually haven't liked Call of Duty since a long time because it's
No.
just the same game every year
Again.
and no
Okay.
real improvements and all that. So I actually really like single player games more rather
Okay.
than multiplayer
Like
side.
which ones are you into right now?
Well, there's God of War Ragnarok releasing in 2 weeks' time
Right.
on November 9th. So
Right.
I'm pretty hyped for that. Pretty fucking hyped because
Yeah.
I have waited for that game for a long time.
Oh
Can you
yeah.
hold on just a minute?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Um what was I gonna say? Do you does he take you to work
Yeah,
often?
yeah. Actually, he's pretty driven for me to work.
Okay. So does he take you to work every week?
Actually, he tells me to go to work every day
Oh nice.
after college.
Oh nice.
After college for 2 or 3 hours, and then I go to the gym. So he tells me that you're going to the college and
Yeah.
you're free, so you should come. And I agree with that because you have to sort of do something along with your studies to grow exponentially. So I do agree, but it's not possible for me to go to the college and to gym and to the office for 6 days a week, right?
Yeah.
So I try my best to go 3 days a week at
Oh,
most.
that's really good. That's amazing. So you're going to the office 3 days a week?
Yeah,
That's a huge
that's so
thing.
good.
No, honestly, that's amazing. Yeah, because that's a perfect internship in the business that you're going into in 2 3 years anyway. And 3 days a week, like you're going for 3 hours a day, right? So that's
Yeah.
9 10 hours per week times 52 weeks. How much is that? Like 520 hours a
Uh,
year times
and
3 years. That's 1,500 hours of experience that you just gained.
Yeah, it's pretty dope too. I really
It's
enjoy my time at the office.
does he appreciate you a lot? Does he appreciate the fact that you go in so much?
He appreciates me in his own ways,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think I figured that out
Yeah.
because if I go to the office, he's really happy with me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, you went today, good, like something like that. But he does appreciate me in his own ways, not
Yeah.
really being vocal,
Is
just
he is he
showing
like
signs of.
is he like Mama G in a lot of ways?
No,
No.
I would not say that. No.
No? Because Mama G's like has been always been pretty strict. Uh,
He is strict, but
yeah.
lets me control my life. He does not control my life, right?
Oh, like you're saying Mama G sometimes does that, whereas your like Ajay Mama doesn't do that as much.
No, no,
He's
he
a
does
lot
not.
more. He lets you be independent.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's really really good. But after this conversation, if you want, it's up to you. But be like, Dad, in 3 years, I'm gonna have 1,500 hours of work experience in your business. You should
No,
appreciate that. That's a lot of hours, man. Right?
I
For
actually don't like to say something before it is done.
yeah,
So, personally, for me, I do it and then say that I've done it,
right,
rather than say I will do it and then doing it or not doing it, because there are two op- options, right? So,
right,
we will
absolutely.
see what happens.
Does he let you like when you're at work? Do you get to sometimes figure out the finances, do Excel spreadsheets, figure out how to refinance stuff, how interest rates works? Is he teaching you a lot of those things?
Yeah, 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 it does. I mean, it is a pretty slow learning curve, I would say, for me, because I do not learn things at a rapid rate.
Yeah,
Rather than I am taught very slowly that
yeah,
this is how these things work, and I think
right,
about it for like 2 or 3 days, and then I fully understand that how that whole process or that whole thing works, right?
yeah, absolutely. No, it's regardless, it's really really good. The learning, like, uh, I've been realizing now that school doesn't teach you any of this stuff, right? School never teaches you how to run a business, how to incorporate, how to hold properties in businesses, how to own
Yes.
how to like hold autos in businesses, what the incentive of that is. So if you can learn that from your own father, that's going to be extremely beneficial. Even if 20, 30 years down the line you decide to open up something else, you'll understand the fundamentals, right? Even if you, let's say, you
School is
open.
pretty useless if you learn what the skills you need in real world,
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
School is pretty useless with that.
Absolutely. So going back to gaming, so you're excited about God of War, so that's been a while. Are you excited for FIFA too? I realized you were wearing a FIFA shirt.
What? What? Can
Are
you
you
repeat?
excited for FIFA too? FIFA's just starting in Qatar.
FIFA, it's the same thing with FIFA. They re, actually works with FIFA. They act, you know, एक second बस
For sure.
पापा का एक काम करना है.
Okay, no
It'll
problem.
just be a minute.
Let me pause it then. Give me one
हाँ,
second.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, you're not planning on watching FIFA in Qatar, or you're gonna watch the games?
No, no. I will watch the game. Oh, were you talking about the football game
I was talking
or?
about no, no. I was talking about FIFA starting. It's starting in a couple of months, right? They released the
Uh,
groupings.
what I mean is, were you talking about the FIFA game that we play, uh,
Yeah.
the the console game?
Yeah, no, no. I was talking about the actual World Cup starting.
Yeah, no, no, yeah. I will definitely watch the World Cup for sure.
Did you see who made it and who didn't make it into the World Cup yet?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Are you
I watched
surprised?
the draw also.
Are you surprised by what happened?
Well, I think I am only surprised that Italy didn't make it.
It's
because
huge.
they literally won the Euro in 2020, right? So
Yeah.
I was pretty surprised that Italy fell off so bad after their win in the Euros.
Did you watch that match? Did you watch the? Did you watch when Italy lost for the qualifiers?
Yes, I did.
And what
Yes.
happened? Because I didn't see it. So fill me in on it. Why did they lose? What happened?
Well, I think I think it's because of the team selection because and their manager has also fared pretty bad and Italy are not able to get results out of their game, right? It's either that they lose or they draw. They're not able to win games, and I don't know what's the reason for that. But Italy has fallen off pretty bad.
Did the players retire or change at all? Is that a concern, or are the players the same?
I think their back line, Italy's back line, the defensive line is pretty old with
Okay.
Bonucci and Cellini.
Yeah.
So I think both of those are now pretty old. So maybe uh, they can be somewhat blamed for the goals that have been conceded, right? So it's a lot of reasons, but I mean, Italy is not that good as it used to be, right?
As compared to 2020. That was only two
Yes.
years ago. That was only 2 years ago, and it's crazy. I remember you were probably too young for this because you were born in 2002, right? 2003.
2003.
2003. Yeah, I remember them winning the FIFA World Cup in 2006, and
Yeah.
that's the first time I realized how good of a team they were. Like, I was like, holy crap, that's insane that they were in the World Cup. And I think they beat out Germany, if I remember correctly, in 2006, which was absolutely nuts. Because the German team has always been insane. They're
Yeah,
probably the only they're probably the only team that play like a team and don't rely on an individual player. Like, you know how Portugal relies on Ronaldo, Argentina relies on Messi, Germany,
no,
who did they rely on?
I would agree with that because I don't think either Portugal or Argentina rely on Ronaldo or Messi because they actually have good players, both Portugal and Argentina.
But isn't Ronaldo and Messi the only one who's scoring goals?
Uh, maybe, but
Yeah.
uh, uh, that is but you have to feed them, right? If
Yeah,
you're not a good team, then Ronaldo or Messi cannot do anything on their own. Yeah, you have to
that's true.
feed those guys for them to score goals, right?
That's true. That's true. Is when did Rooney retire? I can't even recall anymore. 2010,
uh,
2012.
I I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been ages. I think he retired right after when they lost like the. I think they were penned to win the UK World Cup or the World Cup in 2010 or 2014. I can't recall.
It maybe would be 14 because
Yeah, because UK had a
2010.
huge hype, right? UK, like everyone was like, UK is gonna bring the World Cup home, all of that stuff, and Rooney was supposed to be like their light and savior, and then he underperformed, and I think he retired that year. He was like, I'm done. But that was pretty insane. Which team are you rooting for?
Argentina.
Oh yeah, because of Messi.
Yeah,
Because of
yeah,
Messi.
yes, yes.
Okay.
But Argentina are a pretty solid team too, right? Right. Last year they won the Copa America also, and
Yeah.
they're on what a 34 game unbeaten streak.
Oh, I didn't know
They
that. That's
Yeah,
insane.
Argentina haven't
I,
lost a game since 2019.
holy, that's amazing. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are. When was the last time they won the FIFA World Cup?
Argentina, I think it was back in 82 or 86 when
Oh, so it's
Maradona
been.
won them the World Cup.
So that means it's
Right?
been
It's been
20,
many years.
22 years. 22 years. No,
Yeah,
26 years.
30 around 30 years
That's
around.
that's insane. Yeah, 1986. Sorry, that would be way more because I'm 28, so it would be 35 or
Uh,
something, right? That
They
would be
did make it
fun.
to the final of the 2014 World Cup, but
Yeah.
they lost there.
Who did they lose to again?
Germany, I think.
It
Yeah,
was Germany.
it was Germany.
And then who won? Who won? What was it? 2018, I guess.
2018, right?
Yeah,
2018 World Cup. France
France
won
won.
that.
Who's
Yeah.
the star player on the French team?
Kylian Mbappe.
I don't even know who that is. Is he good?
Kylian Mbappe
Yeah.
is like the poster boy of world football right now.
Oh wow. Okay. Because he's just that good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Like nothing like we've ever seen before.
No, I mean Ronaldo and Messi are still
Like way better
little
than
better, but
Neymar. Way better than Neymar. Better
you know,
than Ronaldo right now. Better than Messi right now.
right now he's probably the top two players in the world, uh, ahead of Ronaldo and Messi because they are past their prime, right? We cannot argue that. So yeah,
So you can
he's a
see them
beast.
slow down. Like Ronaldo, you see a clear deterioration in his gameplay. Like
Yeah,
Ronaldo, can you tell? Yeah.
Ronaldo is not a starter for Manchester United anymore, right? He
Yeah.
does not start games. He refuses to come on as a substitute. So it's a dire situation for Ronaldo. He's 38, heading onto the World Cup with no minutes played. So it really does not look good for Ronaldo, even in the World Cup, where he's
Yeah.
guaranteed a starting spot, and it will probably be his last World Cup, right?
Yeah.
So it does not look good for Portugal nor for Ronaldo, right?
That's it's crazy how they fall, right? Ronaldo was at the top for so long, and like he always said he took like amazing care of his health and was doing a lot of like crazy diets and blah 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 blah. But
Yeah.
father time doesn't spare anyone, right? Father time
Ronaldo's
catches
work
everyone.
ethic is insane, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
but still not a
Ronaldo
starter.
is just a monster. When he was at his peak, Ronaldo was unmatched in scoring goals, right?
Yeah,
Uh, because still Messi is more of a playmaker than a goal scorer
right,
because he feeds the other players, assists them, and Ronaldo is a pure goal scorer.
right. You're absolutely right. When do you think Ronaldo's prime was?
I think when Madrid won three Champions League back to back, uh,
What
around
year was that?
2014 to 2018.
Oh, you think he was in his prime from 2014 to 2018? So he would have been. How old would Ronaldo have been then? If he's 38 now, 2018, so yeah, so he would have been. You're saying his prime was 30 to 34?
Yeah, around that time.
Wow.
Matlab, mainly 2016, 17, and 18 because they won the Champions League in all 3 years.
And
So
he was by far like the biggest scorer out of
yes,
everyone.
oh for sure.
Isn't that interesting? Because I always thought the like footballers were in their prime. I always thought it was like 26 to 30 or something.
You know,
Uh,
they both Ronaldo and Messi have dominated their career throughout, like from the age of 21, 22 to right now.
right,
Uh, because the longevity of Ronaldo and Messi is unmatched. We have not seen that before.
right,
The way these guys are performing day in and day out, like not for Ronaldo now so much, but he has performed for a solid 15 years at the top level, right?
right. But most football players peak at like 26 to 30, right? And then they
Yeah.
deteriorate. But these guys peaked at 30 to 34 for whatever
I mean,
reason.
it's you can say it's a bit different for Messi
Right.
because before turning 25, Messi already had three or four Ballon Ballon d'Ors, right? So
That's
it's
huge.
different for
That's
Messi because
insane. Yeah.
he is performing at the same level. Like it's difficult to describe Messi's peak,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
You could say that his peak was in 2012 when he scored 91 goals in the year, but
Right.
it still is difficult to describe Messi's peak.
Right. because he's just been so good for so long and so
Yes,
dominant for so long.
exactly.
When did you get into FIFA that heavily?
I think it's been around 2 years. I
Oh,
think so.
recently. Okay, recently.
Yeah,
So you didn't know all these stats before 2 years ago?
no. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
the first major game I remember watching was the Copa America final.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
just last year, right?
Yeah.
So lockdown, the coronavirus really got me into other sports. Like I watch UFC very often. I watch
Yeah.
cricket, and now I watch football.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watch sports because it gives you a way out, right?
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
feel good
So
when your team loses. You feel bad. Oh my God. You feel good when your team wins, and you
yeah.
feel bad when your team loses, right?
Absolutely.
So you are on a journey with the team
Right.
as a sports fan.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So COVID, you really got into football, really got into UFC as well. Was that your first time
Yes,
getting into
yes,
UFC?
yes, yes.
Okay. And then cricket, you were always in, right?
Cricket, though, yes.
So who played today? I didn't actually get to see the game. Who played just before
Uh,
our podcast?
India and South Africa played today.
And who
One
won?
cricket match. South Africa edged out India.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. By how many? What was the score?
India made 134 in their 20 overs, and
Okay.
then South Africa chased it down in 19.3 overs.
Do they always do that on purpose? Like they always extend it to the last over just to make the game exciting? Because I barely remember any. I don't remember any games where like people are winning in 15 overs, 14 overs. It's like almost 99% of the games. It's always till the end, to
No,
the
it does
last one.
happen, but
Yeah.
it's pretty rare.
Why do you think that is? Do you think there's something going on in the background of the games, or it just people are that good?
No, it's just that you do if you are in a comfortable position and
Yeah.
you're chasing runs, so you do not need to take extra risks, right?
Right. Right.
If you need to score just 2 or 3 or 5 runs in the last over, you would do it
Mm-hmm. Right.
any day of the week,
Right.
right? So you do not take the unnecessary risk of scoring more runs in an over, so it would put your team in danger if you get out.
Right.
So that's just the thinking behind it, that you do not leave more than 7 8 runs for the last over.
Right. That makes sense. Was Virat Kohli in the game? Was he playing?
Yeah, he played.
And was he good? Because I know
No,
there was a lot
actually,
of debate about that. I know there was like a huge debate about that a couple of weeks ago, right? Whether he's ready to play, ready to come back, whether he'll actually be good.
he did make a comeback in
Right.
the first game of the World Cup
Right.
against Pakistan.
Right.
He scored a magnificent 82, and that was the best innings I have ever seen.
Oh yeah? Wow.
India were down and out. India had no. It was impossible for India to win the game,
Right.
right?
And he
And then Virat Kohli won the game for us.
wow, that's huge. And he's what, 36, 37?
34. He's earning.
34.
I think he's 34, 35.
Is he thinking about retiring?
I don't think so. I think he'll probably play the next year's ODI World Cup,
Okay.
and then maybe the thoughts of retiring will come in.
But you think like has he declined a lot from his prime? Can you tell that he's not the same player anymore?
Now that he's come back,
Yeah.
not so much, but when you would have asked me the same question in like August or something,
Yeah.
yeah, Virat Kohli's decline was something to see.
Insane. Oh yeah, it was that bad, eh?
It was something to see. Because there's a player that is at its top of the game,
Yeah.
and suddenly COVID hits, 6 months break, and then he just falls off.
Completely. Like was he
Yeah.
scoring like 10 runs or something? Like was he scoring really bad?
No, he was scoring good 20s, good
Okay.
30s also.
Yeah.
But the standard that he has set for himself,
Yeah.
those 20s and 30s meant nothing. literally meant nothing.
What was his average before the 20s and 30s? Was he always like a 70, 60, 70 player?
No, no. The average for a normal player playing an ODI or a T20I match is around 30 35 runs per match,
Right.
right?
Okay.
But Virat Kohli's average in all three formats before COVID hit was 50 plus.
That's insane. That
That is
is
insane.
that is crazy. That's like, isn't that like Sachin level? Sachin was also doing a 50 average, right? 50
It's
something.
actually greater than Sachin.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought Sachin was in the 50s as well.
Because if you would have look at Virat Kohli's peak,
Yeah.
his peak was from 2016 to 2019. His peak is greater than anybody else's peak.
Wow,
He
that's a
scored
big
runs at a
statement.
rapid rate, and in every 10 innings, he used to score three or four centuries.
That is bigger than any peak. Wow, that's a big statement. That's a huge statement. And you,
Yeah,
and
because
go ahead.
yeah, yeah.
You like you saw Sachin play in his peak as well, right?
No,
No.
not so much. I was very little at that time,
Okay.
maybe
Okay.
3 years.
Okay. But you watch cricket with your dad?
No, I watch alone.
Oh, he doesn't watch cricket? He doesn't follow cricket?
He watches them when I tell him to watch. There's a big game coming up, and uh, I would love it if you would watch it me together, right?
Yeah.
So only then.
Okay, I see. So does he also agree with the fact that Virat's peak was way greater than Sachin?
You know,
Or do you guys argue
somebody
about that?
that I would call him a casual,
Okay,
right?
got it.
A casual fan. So
Yeah.
you really have to watch the game day in and day out to understand the impact that Virat Kohli's had on Indian cricket and on world cricket.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
So
you're absolutely right because like the I realized Virat Kohli's impact when I was in university because one of my best friends, his name is Abhishank, so obviously he's Indian, but he used to write stuff in his diary, and then one day I like picked up his diary and read it, and he would like rave about like I want to be like Virat Kohli in terms of my mindset and motivation and all of that. And for him to be, the same age as me, I think he's 29, so a year older, but like trying to emulate this person, it meant like I was like, wow, Virat Kohli's fandom or the impact must be insane. That people
I
across
just
the world.
ordered a poster of Virat Kohli 2 days back.
Wow. Wow.
I'll show
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I'd love to see it, man. Oh wow. Okay, so you're gonna put this. That's intense. He's pelvic thrusting and everything, right?
And this particular post,
Yeah.
the century that he scored. This is
Right.
my favorite century that he has scored.
What? Who was it
So
against?
it was against England in 2018.
Okay.
It was the first Test
Oh,
match,
nice.
and everybody was doubting him because in the last tour of England in 2014, he did not score runs at all, right?
Oh wow.
So people were like, he will fail again. He does not know how to tackle swing and this and that. But in the first innings, on the first day of the first Test match in England, he scored a brilliant century
That's huge.
and shut all his critics up. So
Right.
that was Virat Kohli's peak.
Yeah, and that's wow. And so you decided to get a poster of that from, and you're gonna hang it on your wall. Did you get it from
Yeah,
Amazon, or where'd you get it? Amazon, I'm assuming.
Amazon, yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's awesome. There's I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but my dad's, I think he's 57, 58 now, right? And so he has a friend who's around the same age, 50, 57, 58, but he volunteered to be a cricket umpire for
Oh,
yeah, he volunteered to be a cricket umpire, or he took a course and then now he's doing, but they fly him out to different countries like South America, stuff like that, and they pay for his hotel, they travel, and then they pay him something like, uh, I think it's like 40, $50 an hour to umpire these matches. And he loves it because he gets to travel everywhere. He loves to umpire cricket. But I don't know how common that is in India, but like if you ever want to try that, it's like a cool side part-time thing that he does. It's not a full-time thing, it's like once in a while, but it's
Ah,
really
yeah.
really cool. But it's
Right.
I was intrigued that he was doing something like that. I also noticed, I don't know if you've been following um, this news. But have you seen how what's his name? Ranveer Singh is doing a lot of press with the NBA.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that.
Is
Yeah.
that crazy? So if I understand correctly, NBA isn't popular in India at all, right? Like you
No,
guys don't really watch basketball.
yeah, 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 for sure.
No, right. And so now he's doing all this press because I guess NBA is trying to penetrate India. But is that has that really hit the normal people yet? So are you guys watching more NBA because of Ranveer Singh, or not yet?
Well, right now, I would say no, because the thing about getting into a new sport, which I have learned is that first of all you have to know how the game works,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
If you just watch it because your friend has recommended it to you and hasn't explained to you how the game works, you would not get the gravity of the game that they're playing, right?
right,
So you really have to understand the rules of the game and how the game works to actually enjoy the game,
right.
which I don't think they are doing, because in India people just know that there is a basket, there is
Yeah,
a ball, you have to dribble the ball and put it in the basket.
right,
But that is just the most basic explanation of the game that one can give.
right,
But you have to be thorough with the game to actually enjoy it, and you have to know what teams there are and how the league works and
right.
all that to actually get into the sport full time.
You're right. Do you guys know? Um, do you guys understand like how big someone like Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Stephen Curry is? Or in India, those names aren't really that big.
No, I think Michael Jordan is probably pretty big
Yeah.
because of the partnership with Nike and the shoes that they sell,
Right.
uh, right? The Jordans that they sell.
Right.
So he is a pretty well-known name,
Yeah.
but not
LeBron
for
James. What about
basketball.
What about LeBron James?
No, I don't think LeBron and Steph are known very well here in India. You would see
Okay.
people wearing tank tops of Lakers and other teams,
Right.
but those are pretty limited.
But those are just like fashion statements rather than like knowing who's on the Lakers or how good they are,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, actually, yeah.
And was like when Kobe died, was that a big news in India or not really?
No, no,
Oh,
it was
really?
not.
Okay, wow. Because here it was like, I mean, Kobe was one of the greatest players of all time, right? So
Yeah,
here,
he was a legend of the game, right?
yeah,
He was pretty well respected.
he was actually like, you know how Virat was like a huge motivation for Pavishe? Kobe was a huge motivation for me. So I used to like
Oh,
watch a lot of his videos about motivation when I was going through like tough times on exams and stuff. So it's like it's crazy how things change in different countries, kind of thing. Do you do you I know your sister follows social media quite a bit. Do you follow any of that or not really? You stay away from it.
social media. Matlab, what are you looking?
Like the little celebrities, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Josh Richards,
No,
all
no,
of
no.
that. Not really.
I just follow one celebrity on social media, and that is Virat Kohli. No one else.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a big
Yeah,
thing. Wow. Okay. How was I forgot to mention how was Diwali for you?
Diwali was pretty nice. It's. I mean, when you grow up, the joy of festivals coming and going reduces, right?
Do you think so?
You, yeah. Yeah, because you think, well, it's just another festival, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, so Diwali was, I would say, it was mid.
Okay. Did you
It was
light
not.
crackers? Did you light crackers on fire or no?
Yeah, I did burn some crackers, but I don't know. Diwali was okay, pretty much. We had a dinner, we had a puja, we burned crackers.
Nice.
So it is what you would call the things that you do on Diwali. But the joy that you used to feel as a kid, that is
Yeah.
not present anymore.
Oh, okay. I don't necessarily feel the same way. I mean, I've been every time I go through Diwali, sometimes I'll go out and try to get crackers, and here the crackers aren't that good, honestly. So I will always miss the crackers in India. And I always think they must be like heavier and more dangerous or like bigger explosions. So I always miss that. I'm like, man, I wish I could be in India for Diwali and just blow stuff up. Have
But
they gotten?
for you, the difference is that you live in an alien environment, right?
Yeah, I do.
So the things that are close to your culture are close to your heart.
Yeah.
So they come once in a while. So
Yeah.
that is why maybe you feel very good when they come.
Yeah, absolutely. Whereas you, it's very normal, right? Like you've probably lit every single firework in the world now, right? Like
Yes,
it's not a,
for sure.
then it's not a big deal anymore. You're like, what newness is there? And you've probably heard every firework too. Like I remember the first time I saw, like the lari rolls that they used to
Yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the first time I saw that, I wanted it so bad, and it's always been a dream of mine to like buy that one day. But for you, you've seen it so many times that it doesn't even matter. Maybe you've even bought a roll like that yourself. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I did a few years back.
Oh yeah, how much is it? Isn't it like thousands of rupees? That whole like
Yeah,
huge
it's
roll.
if you want a big big one
Yeah.
around 5 meters or so, it is around 5,000 rupees.
So you bought the 5 meter one?
So I bought the three meter one.
Okay, and that's 3,000 still.
Yes,
Wow, that's was it worth buying it for 3,000?
I think yes, because it's pretty fun when you burst crackers.
Yeah. So was it a big thing? Like everyone. Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. Everyone got together. Was it like all your family got together and then you lit it, and it was a huge
Well,
event?
when you're burning crackers this big, so you have to clear out the space.
Yeah.
Right? You have to.
Actually do you wanna hop on the next? Let me send you
Yeah,
another link. It'll be better.
for sure.
So give me 1 second. We were talking about the big 3 meter roll. So you got everyone in the family together, lit it on fire. Sunny Vaya was probably there too, I assume. Right? It was a big event.
It was, I mean, but doing it for so many years, it really is nothing special to me,
Yeah. Is
right?
it special to any of your cousins at all?
It is special to kids because they are probably seeing stuff for the first or second time,
Yeah.
so they are pretty excited. But for us as adults, it is not that exciting, right?
What about like Samyak and stuff? Well, he's the same age as you, right? So probably not.
Yeah, he is. So yeah, you are right. Probably not.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty interesting. What's your favorite firework out of all of them? Which one do you enjoy the most?
I enjoy the chakri because
Okay.
you can light it up. It spins around. You can jump on it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fun.
Can you do they have chakris that last longer? Like the bigger ones or something or no?
Yeah, the bigger ones last longer, but not by very much.
Okay. So they haven't really innovated the chakri at all. They haven't made
No,
it better over the years or
no,
like something more intense. It explodes at the end. None of those things.
no. Ah, yeah, there are exploding chakris. Yes.
Oh, like at the end they explode.
Yeah,
Nice. That's pretty cool. We used to get like a bunch of like I don't know, maybe you remember this, maybe you don't, but we used to like put gola bumps around the chakli and then light the chakri on fire, so the gola bumps would explode too as it
yeah.
burned harder and harder. Um, I remember I burned Mickey's hand once.
Oh,
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I've tortured her quite a bit, unfortunately, when I was younger with firecrackers. But is she doing well?
yeah. She's fine. Yeah,
Yeah. And Princey is doing well too.
yeah. Everybody is pretty good.
That's really good. I'm glad to hear that. I know they had a hard couple of years, so I'm glad everything's sorted out.
Yeah,
That's
it's
huge.
pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. I know last time we spoke, you were also like big into like uh, Netflix shows that were from here. Have you been watching any of the shows?
I mainly watch English shows
Yeah.
because
So which ones? So which ones are you? Which one did you watch recently?
I recently saw Barry, a show called Barry. It was
Okay.
a pretty nice watch. And then I watched House of the Dragon, which is currently streaming.
Is
So
is Jeffrey Dahmer streaming on in
I
India?
I I saw around 2 or 3
Oh, you didn't
episodes of
like
that
it?
show.
You didn't like Jeffrey Dahmer?
I actually
Wow.
dropped it, because I think the
Okay.
show was too slow for my taste.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
It's like
so
it's the biggest. Like here, the hype for Jeffrey Dahmer is crazy.
oh, it is.
Like crazy. Like okay, so we have Halloween every year, right? And
Yeah,
Halloween is technically today, so the whole weekend Halloween's been going on. I think Jeffrey Dahmer is the most popular Halloween costume this year.
that's
That's how
something.
big. That's how big it is. That's like that show went super viral here. Everyone loves it. Everyone talks about it. Everyone's even making like TikToks on like how the Indian Jeffrey Dahmer must be. How like what he would do differently. He would be playing
Yeah.
like bhangra in the background or whatever to attract people. So it's a big thing. So I'm surprised you didn't like it that much.
No, it's sometimes
It's slow,
with
yeah,
me it is not about liking or disliking a show.
yeah.
It is about interest because even if you like a show, but you are not interested enough to watch it, it does not do you any favors, right?
Right, absolutely.
So
So usually the crime genre or like the murder genre is not something that you particularly enjoy too much.
no, it's actually that I am exhausted of that genre.
Okay, that's very
Yeah,
fair.
because
Yeah,
I
this,
watched it so much, now I want to watch something light-hearted or something different.
did you watch Mindhunter back in the day?
Mindhunter, I've heard of it, but
Oh,
I did
okay,
not
you're
watch it.
you're too exhausted to like really go and
Yeah,
check it out, right?
I watch so many crime,
Yeah,
suspense, thriller shows.
yeah,
I'm just taking a break from all of that.
yeah. One of the shows that I used to watch with my dad a lot was Criminal Minds growing up. I don't know if you ever saw
Criminal
Criminal.
Minds,
Yeah.
on it used to come on Discovery in India.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it was with there was one guy who was like blonde, long hair, very very smart. He was like the main character. He was like super like he was a super genius solving all these cases, piecing things together. And then I think there was like an African American person and a lady and all of that. But I think we are talking about the same show. They would always take a jet at the end of the show. Like to the next case, they
Uh,
would take a private jet. That was like one of the
that was true.
did you ever watch it? Did you like it or not really?
I did. I remember watching it when I was a
A
child.
lot younger, yeah.
Yeah, but not very vividly.
Okay, nice. That's pretty good. I know Four More Shots is out. I haven't checked it out. Oh, you know what's big here? Like Love Is Blind and stuff. Have you ever gotten into those things?
I hate I think it's
No, it's fascinating. No, you should check out Love Is Blind. It's pretty insane. So they pair two people up blindly. They get them engaged without them seeing each other, and then they reveal the faces. So
uh,
you get engaged without seeing the person.
these type of shows
Yeah.
never I fucking hated them from the beginning.
Why?
Right,
Because they're
I
such a
never
waste
got
of time.
into these type of, yeah, because they are such a waste of time. They do not provide you with a great story.
No, no,
They
no.
they make for good entertainment
They
only if
do.
you are interested. If you're
Yeah.
not interested, or
Yeah.
even if you are slightly what is the word? Slightly you are it's pretty easy to point out the loopholes in the
Right.
show,
Right.
because uh, the MCs take decisions, and you just think to yourself that why that is such a stupid decision, right? So that is the whole premise of all these types of shows, that
Yeah.
they take stupid decisions. You think, why did they take those decisions? And then the show is built around that.
Yeah, and you're more invested because you keep thinking about the show and why they're
Yeah,
so
yeah.
stupid. That's a very keen observation. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I like that.
you're really good at analyzing stuff. I I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. No, honestly, like you are, I'm surprised you made that observation. That
No,
that's why
because it
people are
is
interested.
true. Because
Yeah.
that is the number one reason why I don't like these type of shows. If you take these shows and you
Mhm.
watch them simultaneously, side by side,
Yeah.
you can literally point out a pattern between all
Absolutely.
these types of shows.
Absolutely. Well, you could kind of say that about Bollywood movies too, though. If you ever
Yeah,
watch,
there
it's like the same
absolutely,
script over and over and over again.
absolutely.
And
There
then,
is an angry young man. He is here to save the day. There is
yeah,
a woman who is helpless.
yeah,
She is being harassed by goons. An
yeah,
angry young man comes and saves the day, and they call it a day.
yeah, yeah.
Married happily ever after.
You know what's funny? I recently saw a TikTok that was like Ranbir Kapoor was saying that like Alia Bhatt is like the greatest actor of our generation, and in my head I'm thinking, I'm like, she's doing the same script over and over and over again. What great acting is this? It's like one single script over and over and over again. It was just
Yeah,
funny
yeah,
how like
that is
it's funny how Bollywood like yeah hypes all these people up and they like give each other condolences and
But
all that.
now what the funny thing is, Bollywood is not in a good state right now. Not at all.
Oh
In
yeah,
India, not at all.
they're losing a lot of money.
A lot of money, lot. Because
Like,
uh,
okay, go ahead.
this year, Bollywood may have released around 10 to 12 big films,
Hmm.
and out of those 10 films, maybe eight of them were flops.
Wow. So which ones succeeded? Like, was it Shah Rukh Khan or who was the one who
No, it
succeeded?
was actually the good scripts that succeeded.
Okay, who was the actor in the good scripts? Did it matter or
There
no?
was this film by Karthik Aryan, Bhulaiya 2, and
Okay,
then there was this film by Varun Dhawan and Anil Kapoor, Jug Jug Jio.
okay, those succeeded.
So yeah, because those were actually good watches, right? You could watch them, you could have a good time.
Yeah.
Now in India, there has been a shift of culture in the past few years. People are now moving on from the uh, formula scripts that movies used to follow.
Hmm.
They are moving on to the more creative ones,
Okay.
right? So that is why Bollywood is not in a good place at all in India right now.
Are they still favoring star kids though? Like, is the industry still full of like the kids of
Nepotism.
yeah? Is that still the case, or are there a lot of like new faces?
It's just that if you have a good script, the star kid gamble will work.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you have a mediocre script,
Yeah.
then in this day and age, actor
Nothing
as
will
big
work.
as Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan cannot make the movie work just because of their name.
Oh, even Salman Khan fell?
Yeah, so, Salman
Wow.
Khan actually had, his movies do decent business, even
Okay.
if they are bad.
Okay.
But if you compare it with his standards,
Yeah.
that is nothing.
Yeah, because like, if I remember correctly, I don't know if this is the right thing, but if I remember correctly, his movies at one point, like 5 6 years ago, were doing like 100 crore was a base for him. Like that was like day
Yeah,
100 crore, and then like overall 500, 600, 800 crore, like crazy, and that was consistently back to back. So he's not pulling in that kind of numbers anymore.
no, nobody is because
Wow.
you the movies that have raked in big numbers. Have you heard of the movie RRR? I heard
I
it was
have.
pretty big in the USA and Canada market.
I have. I didn't see it, but who is it good? Is it really really good? Would
Yeah,
you
it is.
recommend
It
watching
is
it?
good for maybe for you not so much, but the white people, the people of Canada and America, they
Yeah.
were pretty impressed with the film.
Okay. What was it about?
It is about pre-independence India. There are two fire. There are two freedom fighters.
Okay.
So they are at a crossroads with each other,
Yeah.
and but they become best friends. So the movie is the plot is pretty complex,
Yeah.
but it is a great watch.
Okay. I will definitely check it out. But where were you going with that? Did that have a star? Uh,
No,
a
no.
movie star? Or?
Where I was going with that was that Bollywood is struggling, but the South Indian movie industry, the Tollywood and thereabouts, are flourishing
Yeah,
because they are.
I actually like, yeah, the one movie that I like remember from there was that superhero movie that came out of the South. You know the superhero movie? It was like the CGI there was insane. It was like this like
Bahubali.
it was Bahubali, yeah. That's when I realized that holy crap, the South is on a different level. Like that
Yeah,
movie was insane. And they were supposed to come out with another part. I think part three. Did they
yeah,
ever
it
come
did.
out with?
It did in around 2018.
No, no. There was one part right after, like 6 months after, and then I think there was another part that was supposed to come out because the ending was left like there's going to be another part, but I don't know if that ever came out.
Yeah, no, no. The
No.
Bahubali only has two parts.
Okay. Was a third supposed to come out? I remember it ending, hinting at a third part.
Yeah, it hinted at a third part, but
Yeah.
probably not.
Okay. But that was, yes, that if that industry is doing that kind of stories and that kind of CGI, then like they're on a different level. They might be the
Yeah,
future
they
of Bollywood.
right now they are better than Bollywood.
Yeah. Are there a lot of Bollywood actors that are switching to like Amazon Prime and Netflix? Like big stars or not yet?
Big stars are occasionally doing OTT movies and shows,
Okay.
but not majorly.
Why do you think that is though? There's not enough money in the OTT movies and shows? Do you think
I
that's
think
why?
they
Or
are
is it an
willing to.
ego thing?
No, I don't think it's an. Yeah, there is a part that plays from ego,
Yeah.
but the thing is that the effort that they would have to put to make a 10 episode show, they can shoot three movies in that, and even if one works, they would earn around 10 times the money from the show in comparison to the show, right?
But
Even
like,
if
are they willing to? Because I always thought like every time a movie flops, their brand value goes down, and a producer is less likely to take a chance on them next time. So if you have two movies flopping out of three, then you might not get the fourth movie because they're like you have a 66% failure rate.
yeah, that is the case, but the well-established stars like Amir Khan, Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan,
Yeah,
Akshay Kumar,
yeah.
they have built their legacy uh, on thing that they are able to deliver hits, right? So I don't think the producers will turn their back on them so quickly.
Oh yeah,
Maybe in the
you think so?
near future, but not right now.
That's fair.
Like
Like they're go
Akshay
ahead.
Kumar has released 5 movies this year,
Yeah.
and only I think all 5 are flops, or at least 3 or 4 are
Oh, that
flops.
is so brutal. Akshay Kumar just flop after flop after flop. But I don't think that guy looks at scripts at all, though. I'll be honest. I think he signs anything that comes to him, if it's the right money. I haven't seen a good Akshay Kumar film in ages now.
Yeah, he is
That
a
guy,
workaholic.
yeah, he doesn't look at any script, I don't think. He just does it. I think Holiday was good or something. I think Holiday was good. Like, I like his
Holiday was
independence.
okay. Yeah.
Holiday was good, and then like I don't remember anything else. I think Imran Hashmi has become a really good actor in recent times.
Imran Hashmi has really become irrelevant.
Oh, is that why? Okay, that's why he's doing these independent films, which I really like with Amitabh Bachchan and stuff. Remember the movie with Amitabh Bachchan
Yeah,
where they
yeah,
were
yeah.
trying?
I know.
That's a really I thought that was really good for him. I was like, wow, okay,
I did not see it. I wanted to see it, but
yeah.
the reviews were not that good, so I didn't bother.
Okay. I'm a big actually I would never say this to anyone else, but I guess I am a Amitabh Bachchan fan recently because he does movies that I definitely like want to check out. They're always like in the suspense genre or whatever, which is interesting. But yeah, Akshay Kumar was like I think he was the first person that I was like, holy crap, he has a jet. I think he was the first
Yeah.
person that I heard he got a private jet. I was like,
Do you
wow.
know that he's actually a Canadian citizen?
I actually saw. I might have told you this story. I saw him at the PR office when I was younger.
Oh, you did?
So yeah, yeah. So when we went to get our permanent residency, we saw him in the line, and he was looking around to be like, "Is anyone gonna come up to me and get a signature or whatever not?" And then he looked at us, and I don't know why, but for whatever reason, we didn't go approach him. But he was constantly looking around at like, why is no one noticing me? This was like 2003, 2004. So yeah, we definitely knew he was a Canadian citizenship because he got his permanent residency that day with us on the same day at the same time. But it's really good because over the years we found out like where he lives and stuff. It's a very nice house in
Yeah,
Canada.
you know, but
A mansion.
in India, whenever he delivers a flop, people start calling him Canadian Kumar.
Why? Why?
Because he
That's
he
funny.
uh, he shows that he is a pretty patriotic person, but
Yeah.
the truth is that he is a Canadian citizen, right?
Yeah, he just has an OCI. So,
So people believe that the
yeah.
patriotism is fake. With personally, I don't think the patriotism is fake,
Yeah.
but he has every right to live in whichever country he chooses, right?
I mean,
Uh,
you guys should be more accepting at this point. I mean, we've produced like some pretty big people right now. AP Dillon is purely Punjabi music, and
yeah,
he's straight out of Toronto.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know how big he is in India, but he's like killing it in Canada, like killing it.
He is killing it in India also.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that guy's like straight out of Toronto, born and raised here, all of that, but he's just killing it on the scene. He's so big. Yeah, he's competing with all everyone here as an artist. So
The craze for AP Dillon when he came to tour in India around
yeah,
5 6 months back was immense. It was crazy.
do all the
Like
girls go crazy for him just like they go crazy for him here?
yeah,
Do
because
do they think he's the
the
prettiest guy alive?
I don't think it's
Yeah,
that. It's
yeah.
about the music more.
Okay. Yeah.
And the tickets to his concerts were 20, 25,000, 30,000
That's a lot.
pair about. So it was pretty crazy.
That's insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. His music is really good, and then he like I think he's a great looking guy. So it definitely goes with the stage. Like he's a great
Appeal.
looking guy. Yeah, the appeal plus he has great music. It's a It's a perfect combination.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, it was who's the other guy who recently died? He's Sikh. Not
Sidhu Moosewala.
so Sidhu Maswala is he Indian or is he Canadian?
Is it? I think he's Indian, right?
He's
Yeah.
Indian, but he's so big in Canada that Drake did a tribute to him when
Yeah,
he
I
came to
know.
Canada.
I
You
saw
you
it.
saw that? That's
Uh,
insane. That's like I didn't even know how big that guy was. But Drake also did a tribute to Lata Mangeshkar recently.
oh, he did. Wow,
Yeah,
that's sweet.
he so in whenever I think it's a Canadian thing, but whenever he comes to Canada in Toronto, he always remixes his songs to have Indian beats on them. So recently he came to Canada a couple of months ago, and he remixed I forget what song it was, but he remixed it with Lata Mangeshkar in the background.
Did you go to watch his concert?
No, I always want to, but the tickets are crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Like
But
crazy
you
expensive.
can get an early bird discount, right? If you
Yeah.
book the tickets right at the time when they become available.
Yeah, but the seats I want to go to will still be thousands of dollars. I want to sit in like close to him, right?
Yeah,
But do
that's
you go to
fair.
a lot of concerts?
Uh, uh, More of the smaller creators,
Okay.
yeah, but not the big ones. Like Diljit toured India last year.
Yeah.
I wanted to go, but I couldn't
Yeah.
because there were restrictions on me coming home at a particular time.
Okay.
So
Oh, why is
now that
that?
they're
Why? What happened? Like you had to be home by 10 p.m. or something?
yeah. So
And your
that was
dad
the
would
case.
that wouldn't be a negotiable. Like you didn't say, Dad, this is Diljit Dosa.
I, it's just that an year back the situation was different, and now it is different. So now it's no problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because it was
uh,
COVID still and everything, right?
yeah, exactly.
That man is he's interesting. He's so nice and like he's so joyful. But he did something recently where like I was like, do you know who Navpreet is by any chance?
Naspreet, no, I
No.
don't think so.
There's a girl in the U.S. I guess in Houston that's she's Punjabi and she's blown up on TikTok, um, and like she's blown up because she did like a roti video, but like she's really attractive or whatever. And then Diljit Dosanjh like featured her on his Instagram page. But like Diljit is, almost close to 40 years old, and this girl's 19 years old. So I was like, this is creepy as hell, man, because the age difference is so big.
It is.
Because he was like, come on tour with me, I'll make you my personal assistant or whatever. But it's yeah, Diljit goes hard here. Like he's a massive. I don't know who's. I guess Diljit would still be bigger than AP Dillon, but I think AP Dillon still has the hype right now. Ever since Brown did
Diljit,
AP.
it's whenever the Diljit and AP debate is silly. Diljit has been on the top for fucking 15, 20 years.
That's true.
AP's been here for 3. It's not even a debate.
Well, to be fair, AP is like only like 26 or something, right? And Diljit is
No,
almost
no.
40. But yes, you're
I am
right.
saying
Yeah.
right now. If
Yeah.
it's really difficult for music artists to stay
Yeah.
on top for 10, 15 years.
You're right. And Diljit Dosanjh, he doesn't do like drill music or rap music, right?
No,
No. So
no.
completely different genres too. Like AP
Yeah.
Dillon is basically taking drill rap from like drill rap that's super popular here, and then just putting Indian music on top of it.
Yeah.
So like he's I guess he's similar to I don't know how big. Do you have to go? We can definitely
No,
stop soon.
just wait a minute.
Okay.
It's Kashika.
Okay, cool. She's doing well?
Ask her yourself.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hello, how are you? I'm
How was
good.
Diwali?
You?
We're good.
Diwali was super bomb. Did you see my snaps? How I decorated the home.
No, I didn't see the snap. I don't have Snapchat, so I didn't see that.
No, on Instagram only. I posted.
No, I will check it out. I only saw your dance with like 20 other people. That was funny. That was funny. It's like, yeah,
Hey, was it nice?
it was. You should blow them up. Do they all have Instagram?
No.
They don't. Tell them to
No.
get them, and then you can tag them and blow them up.
You know, I got like till the time they were here, so till then I got I think 1100 or 1200 people, and they were like, oh, सारा अपना
1200.
game enjoy कर.
Wait. You got
Huh?
1200 views or followers?
Views
Views.
on that video.
That's really,
हाँ,
really
so they
good.
were all like wow, and yes, like कि हाँ
Yeah.
सबको नया नया फेम मिला है ना, so सब खुश हो रहे हैं.
Yeah, you should. They should. Like get them Instagram accounts, and then they can
हाँ,
all.
I've asked them कि सब इंस्टा पे आ जाओगे तो फिर हम सारे एक साथ पॉपुलर होते हैं.
Absolutely. And
But
you
it
know,
was nice.
it
So
is.
I heard Vijay uncle is coming. You are not.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm coming or not. I'll see. But he's
I
definitely.
think
He's
you
probably.
should come.
Why?
I think you should come. It's
What's
been
gonna happen
what
in India?
6 years, I think 6
I
years.
know. Sad. 6. Yeah, 6 years. It's insane.
पूरे 6 years हो जाएंगे नवंबर में.
Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
I
you're
think you
absolutely-
should come.
Okay. I will. I will
Look.
definitely.
Huh?
Yeah, I will. I will probably come. Most likely.
No, because
I mean, I
now
said-
we are also grown up, so like we can go for outing as well. पहले तो सिर्फ सनी भाई को
Oh,
पापा थे ना.
now we can get smashed in India, right?
Ah,
Are you guys?
right.
Are you guys? So wait, what's the legal drinking age in India? 21?
21, yeah.
21.
21. Okay, solid. And I assume India has a lot of nice places now, right?
Yeah, we'll take you to every place. So आप आ जाओ, like if it's possible ना.
Okay.
But when are you planning to come?
Probably in 2 weeks or so, 2-3 weeks.
2 weeks. I have my exams.
Oh crap.
But don't worry, I'll make time. 2 hours a day, I'll make time.
Okay, that's good. Don't you have to go to your dad's shop like Yash does, or no? That's not for you.
No.
Does she
It's
ever?
only-
Do you ever go to the shop or no?
नहीं, I just go there if I have to go. कि अगर गाड़ी साफ करवानी होती है तो तभी जाती हूँ बस.
Oh, that's brutal. But do you want to hop on the next? Because the time's running out. We can hop on the next one.
Yeah. You know what? I have to go
Yeah.
to dinner. She
No, absolutely.
She went to
Let's-
call me for dinner.
Okay.
आज पापा was calling him, पता नहीं.
Yeah, there was
I was
some.
talking to him ना.
हाँ.
No, he called me again now.
Okay. Nice.
But they देख क्या कि आप नहीं रहे.
Okay. Chalo. Pleasure
Bye.
talking about
See.
David. See you. What
Nice
were we
talking
talking?
to you.
Yeah, what were we talking about? Let's just finish off there. I can't recall.
We were talking about Diljit versus AP, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's not even a comparison. He's similar to who were the big guys back in the day, Badshah and stuff. I don't know if those people are popular anymore.
No. I think that you as an artist, the longevity that Diljit has is insane.
Yeah.
And there are only few artists that are able to stay at the top for 10-15 years.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
in that regards, I think AP may be at the top for 7 years, 8 years maximum.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So
He
that's
might.
my opinion.
We'll see. We'll see. I think he is way better than like Badshah and who was the other guy that was really big?
Honey Singh.
Honey Singh. I think he is a lot better than Honey Singh and Badshah in terms of like, his ability. But we'll see how it
We'll
goes.
see.
But anyways, have a great dinner. Thank you for the podcast, and I'll see you soon. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did actually, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
See you.
Bye bye.
Have a great day. Bye.